Hey everyone, and welcome again to How to Think. This is a channel, again, where we do not tell you what to think, but we teach you how to think. Now, what we're going to be covering today is something that I find very disgusting. And you know, on this channel, I've talked a lot about the King James Bible issue and what some of the issues are with modern versions, that not all Bibles say the same thing. And we're going to be covering some of that today. This particular example is one that I find absolutely disgusting. The changes that were made have given atheists, have given a lot of people a lot of cause for doubting the Bible or calling its morality into question. And this has to do with, on YouTube, grape. So many people are going to say, well, the Bible supports a man who grapes a woman, making her marry her grapist, right? And here's the thing is that is absolutely true within the modern versions. And we are going to go into some of those differences in wording and how that works. So let's take a look at it. All right, now we're going to read a few translations. These are modern translations, starting with the NIV. But if out in the country a man happens to meet a young woman pledged to be married and grapes her, only the man who has done this shall die. Do nothing to the woman, she has committed no sin deserving death. This case is like that of someone who attacks and murders a neighbor. For the man found the young woman out in the country, and though the betrothed woman screamed, there was no one to rescue her. If a man happens to meet a virgin who is not pledged to be married and grapes her, and they are discovered, he shall pay her father 50 shekels of silver. He must marry the young woman, for he has violated her. He can never divorce her as long as he lives. So clearly what that is saying, and there's no way around this, okay, there's no way around this. If you like your modern version, oh, I like my NIV. Okay, your NIV supports a woman having to marry the man who violated and graped her. Absolutely 100%. We just read it. Now, the other versions aren't quite as bad, but we're going to take a look. I'm going to skip a few of the verses in between here. But if in the open country a man meets a young woman who is betrothed, and the man seizes her and lies with her, then only the man who lay with her shall die. But you shall do nothing to the young woman. She has committed no offense punishable by death. For this case is like that of a man attacking and murdering his neighbor. If a man meets a virgin who is not betrothed and seizes her and lies with her, and they are found, then the man who lay with her shall give to the father of the young woman 50 shekels of silver, and he shall be his wife because he has violated her. He may not divorce her all his days. Now, what did we just read? Seizes her and lies with her. Seizes her and lies with her. Right? Is this talking about the same action? Well, I believe so. Now, of course, in context, a few verses back, it talks about adultery, or if someone's betrothed, that both parties get it. So there is an aspect of force, the man being forceful here. And right here, it's using the exact same verbiage. And yet again, it says violated her. So yes, a man who grapes a woman has to be married to her and can't divorce her. So yet again, modern version, this one, the ESV, woman forced to marry the man who did that to her. LSB, But if in the field the man finds a girl who is engaged, and the man forces her and lies with her, then only the man who lies with her shall die. If a man finds a girl who is a virgin who is not engaged and seizes her. Okay, so a little bit better job here using a different word. But seizes is still pretty bad. And what does it still end up saying? Then with her, and they are found, then the man who lay with her shall give to the girl's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall become his wife because he has violated her. So seizing a violation. Okay, what's the problem here? Well, you don't have to defend it. You'll actually hear all sorts of apologists give explanation as to why it's okay to, in biblical times, because it was a different time and under certain contexts and this and that. They will try to justify this. They will say, yeah, it's okay. I mean, go and look it up. You can find this. But why are we, as Christians, why are we trying to defend something we do not have to defend? There's nothing to justify if you're reading the right Bible. Now let's go to our King James. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death, for as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, and there was none to save her. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her and lie with her. So notice what it said before. Force her and lay with her. Lay hold on her and lie with her. Then that man that lay with her shall give unto the daughter's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. Remember what it said in those other versions? Violated? This isn't a violation. Why isn't it a violation? Because there isn't force behind it. Now, again, I'm not trying to get into the details of it, but I'm sure all of us adults here engage in that activity with our wives. There's an embrace. There's a holding, right? Not necessarily seizing, but there's holding. That's what this is describing here in the King James Bible. Again, this is disgusting that the other versions are saying if there's force involved, then she is forced to marry him. Now what happens is we also lose cross references. So lay hold here, the fact that the King James says lay hold, this is very important. Let's look at why. I'm going to go to some cross references that also use the lay hold or take hold. So Proverbs 3:18, and this is in regard to Lady Wisdom. She's a tree of life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed. ESV, she's a tree of life to those who lay hold of her. She's a tree of life to those who take hold of her. She's a tree of life to those who take hold. She's a tree of life to those who seize. I remember the LSB before used seize for the first example, which included grape. So it's the LSB saying that we are to grape Lady Wisdom. Huh? Wouldn't make much sense there. Lay hold, obviously, is different. Now, let's again look at Matthew 12:11, NIV. If any of you has a sheep and it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, will you not take hold of it and lift it out? And ESV, same thing. Take hold. NKJV, lay hold. Take hold, NASB, LSB. See how in the King James, though, because it says lay hold, let's take a look at the cross references. She's a tree of life to them that lay hold on her. Now remember the example with the virgin in the field? Not force her, lay hold on her and lie with her. Notice the difference there. That this is important. Let's go to Matthew 12:11. And he said unto them, What man shall there be among you that shall have one sheep, and if it fall into a pit on the Sabbath day, will he not lay hold on it and lift it out? Now, so for anybody accusing the King James of saying the same thing, when it says lay hold instead of force like it did previously, think of this. Is the Bible, is Jesus right here saying to grape or force Lady Wisdom? Is it saying that if a sheep falls into uh, falls into a pit to grape it or lay hold on it? Lay hold has gentleness to it. It has compassion. There's a softness. There's a care involved in it. Sort of like, a young couple or whatever. And sure, maybe they're doing something sinful, but they fell into it, right? But it's very much different from a forceful seizure type of act, forcing or seizing versus laying hold. Are you seizing the sheep out of the pit? Are you seizing Lady Wisdom? No. No, you're not. All right? So why give atheist ammo to doubt the Bible, to doubt the morality of the Bible when you do not have to? It makes no sense to do that. King James Bible, again, it's perfect here. It is not saying anything lewd, anything terrible, anything immoral. It's basically saying, yeah, if you're going to engage in that type of activity and deflower the young woman, well, you better marry her. Nothing wrong with that. But the other versions are not saying that. Okay, clearly they're not. They are saying something immoral, and I am tired of Christians jumping through hoops to defend their versions when they could just be sticking to the King James that has the right wording. So, I hope this was a blessing to y'all. Hope you can consider this. Just think about it. Wording matters. These versions do not say the same thing. I just showed you they say different things. Lay hold and seize. Violate and humble. Grape versus lay hold. Force. Seize. It's obviously saying different things. It's very hard to justify the rewording of the other versions. And why did they need to be reworded to begin with? They didn't. God bless y'all. Read your King James Bible. You don't need another one. And have a blessed day.